If you're like me, you could turn any hobby or passion into $500,000 with nothing but your phone. I've done it, and now I'm breaking down 300 hobbies and showing you exactly how to do the same thing. So hit subscribe, and let's build your freedom one video at a time. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 ways you can make affiliate revenue with antiquing. Now, this is one I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to formulate this video or the content for the blog article, but I did find 5 ways where we can actually make money with affiliate marketing if you love antiquing. Antiquing is actually fairly rich with affiliate platforms that you can monetize with the content we're going to cover in these 5 niches below. Some of that content includes online antique marketplaces, vintage style decor, display solutions, appraisal services, tools, and guides, and each of those have platforms that you can sign up for as an affiliate and generate revenue. So let's dive into these niches and figure out which way is best for you to monetize your love of antiquing. Okay, the first niche we're going to talk about is restoration. I actually know a lot of people who love restoring antique furniture. They go out and they'll buy something like a used dresser that's really old, and then they'll take it home, and in their garage they'll sit there and refurnish it or refinish it over a few months, and then usually they wind up keeping it. But I do know some people even locally who do that for a side business. And of course that is a good way to generate revenue if that's something you love, but you can amplify that drastically with affiliate marketing. So some of the stuff you can do with this niche as far as affiliate marketing goes, if you're going to create video content, which is what I teach, the best platforms for you are going to be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and even a blog. And those can be really helpful teaching people how to do the refinishing process. Your best forms of content would be tutorials, time lapses, before and after transformations, and doing videos on specific steps. Like if you're refinishing a dresser, talk about maybe how you're stripping the old paint off of that dresser, and that could be an entire video where you walk through the products you're using and sell those products through affiliate links in the video description. So some good content ideas for specific content would be something like how to identify solid wood versus veneer, useful tools for new antiquers. You could do something like top 5 restoration tools every beginner needs, and then highlight the affiliate products you're using in that video. You can also do something like a speed up or time lapse of sanding a product down, and then of course link to the tools you're utilizing to do the sanding process and show the before and the after. But those quick time lapses, especially on something like TikTok, work really good. Those videos tend to go viral because people love seeing that kind of restoration content. You could also do something like this $25 thrift store item became my best flip yet. And people love that kind of content. Once again, you're going to be selling the products you're using in the restoration process as part of this niche. So in this niche, when you're creating content, you really want to focus on the emotional payoff, the reward of watching something come from broken to beautiful or from old to looking new, but still retaining that vintage look that people love. You want to show your audience that they don't need special skills, they just need the right tools, the right information, and your content is going to teach them how to do the same thing themselves. Your before and after photos are going to work really well on platforms like Instagram, and you can link that back to your video content if you're producing videos on YouTube, for example, and that way you're getting revenue off affiliate links on Instagram and off of the YouTube, because people are going to see the video or the picture on Instagram. They're going to want to watch the video of the process on YouTube, and then eventually you're going to be monetized on YouTube as well. So you can generate a pretty large revenue stream off restoring vintage items and using affiliate links. Okay, the second niche we're going to talk about is jewelry collecting. So this would be vintage jewelry, of course. Some of the top places you can post content would be YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, or a blog. And the preferred content formats would be kind of emotional breakdowns of how you felt with this product, collection showcases, and shopping guides, and talk about how you're finding the stuff and what you're looking for when you're looking at specific pieces of jewelry. If you go to the blog article on brianducolo.com, there's a full blog article on all of these niches. And in each of these niches, there are 3 affiliate links to platforms you can use to monetize the content you're going to be producing. Interestingly enough, something like jewelry collection, people don't think you can make money off of that because you're buying individual pieces of jewelry, and unless you sell them, you're not going to turn a profit, right? But there are actually platforms out there that you can sign up for as an affiliate to generate revenue with just simply collecting the jewelry and then posting the videos or pictures of that jewelry online. Stuff like appraisal services are available. And like I said, in the blog article, there are links directly to those websites you can sign up for. Some good content ideas you can do in this niche would be top 5 antique jewelry styles and their meanings. You could do something like how to tell if your vintage ring is worth money. Another great video for this niche would be how to start collecting antique jewelry without getting scammed. In this niche, it's important to remember that the perceived value comes from the history and the scarcity of that product. It's vintage, right? And so helping people find similar pieces is another way you can generate revenue. For example, Etsy has an affiliate platform, eBay has an affiliate platform, and so you can actually make money off of linking to similar products in your videos, which is actually a pretty easy way to go about doing that. And of course, you want to, like I said, amplify the story and the history of that jewelry piece that you're showcasing in that piece of content. Okay, so the third niche we're going to talk about is estate sales and flea market flipping. So this is primarily going to be people who are out there, they enjoy the thrill of the hunt. They're looking for bargain deals. They're looking for antiques that they can resell for a profit. And videos in this category often do well if they're focused around your haul videos, negotiation tips, and resale platforms. So the resale platforms are another thing that have affiliate programs, of course. Do a flip or flop comparison and then reseller tutorials. And your best platforms are going to be YouTube, TikTok, blog, and email for producing those content. You can do stuff like, I spent $100 at a flea market and here's what I flipped it for. Something else would be how to spot valuable antiques at estate sales, or what sold on eBay this week, antique edition. With this niche, you can kind of posture your affiliate links as shortcuts to profitable tips or flips on products that are available that you haven't purchased yet, of course. You want to emphasize what to buy and what tools to use, and that makes the difference between a profit. You want to position your affiliate links as shortcuts to profitable flips and emphasize how knowing what to buy and what tools to use makes the difference between a profit and junk. People love tutorials, checklists, and insider tips. So keep that in mind when you're producing the content. All right, the fourth category we're going to talk about is home decor. So this is where people are wanting to decorate their home, or maybe they're actually an interior designer and they're wanting to decorate their home or somebody else's home with antiques or vintage type products. The best platforms to promote this kind of content on would be YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and a blog. And people love content that focuses around room tours, style guides, and antique hauls. You can do videos on stuff like how I styled my home with only antique finds, or mixing modern and vintage room makeover tips, or every piece has a story, quick features of home decor items. So when you're producing content in this niche, you want to really lean into the aesthetics of those products, and your content should feel like it's a Pinterest board come to life, really. You're offering curated links and mood boards and inspiration, and if you help them picture it in their own home, they'll want to buy it for themselves. And this is where it comes in good when you're linking to stuff like tutorials on how to buy things at a good deal, or negotiation books. Things like that work really well as affiliate links in this niche. All right, so the fifth niche we're going to talk about is the education and appraisals aspect of antiquing. So this is where people are going to be coming to learn about how to purchase things at the right price or how to sell things at the right price. And they want education on both how to do that and how to evaluate items that they're looking to buy. Your best platforms for this kind of content are going to be YouTube, a blog, email, and Pinterest. And people are looking for tutorials, how-tos, and online course reviews. They're also looking for books available on these topics. And some content ideas you can do would be how to research antique values like a pro, or the top 3 sites for getting antiques appraised. And those antique appraisal sites often have reoccurring monthly subscriptions that you can make money off of as an affiliate. You could also do something more entertaining, like a before and after learning the real value of a thrift store item, or something like a beginner's guide to spotting fakes versus originals. You want to position knowledge as power for this niche. You want to emphasize how knowing an item's worth or history can prevent mistakes or uncover a potential windfall. You want to frame your affiliate links as products which are essential tools of the trade, and they build trust by showing your own research wins with those items. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Antiquing is one thing I didn't really think there was a lot of affiliate potential with, but it turns out there's quite a bit, especially with the reoccurring revenue off of appraisal websites and book sales. So check this out. If this video helped you, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.